Noon, everybody. Well, my sister and brother-in-law are over, and he needed a few 2x4s, so we're gonna zip these up. I had some 2x8s laying around that I figured easy enough to do, and then we'll finish up with these trims, or at least a few of them. So, be back in a minute. Yeah, it got me good. My finger between the head block and the board. I sharpened it earlier too. Alright, evening YouTube. Well, it's probably 4:30. So yeah, we'll call it evening. Anyway, it's been down here trying to get a little something done. It's been raining on and off here all day. Nothing hard, but enough to get you cold quick. So, what was it? Sunday after the tree job, I got home, or was just about home, and it started pouring. It rained all night, all day Sunday and into the night, and then what was it? Monday rained on and off, and I worked on loading the trailer with slab wood, and then it ended up pouring the rest of the day, so I didn't get back out. Well, then Tuesday morning, I went to go unload the slab wood over at the guy's house that I cut the tree for, and I brought Jason with, and I told him I was going to go back and load up all these live edge pieces, which the pile was heaping up, but asked him if he could give me a hand. Well, it ended up raining all day Tuesday after we unloaded the slab wood, and we woke up to probably 3 inches of snow on the ground Wednesday morning, and it just steadily coming down all day. Nothing, no big flakes, but pretty heavy snow. But the ground would being warm and not frozen, it was melting fairly quick. So, and then Thursday, I tried to get out here, and everything was still a little snow on it, and ended up just getting into working up in the garage, I made room for a bunch of big live edge pieces that I plan on redoing. I had a guy here a while back wanted a couple 2-inch live edge pieces about 16 inches wide, and I had them, and I forgot to get right back to him, and I ended up talking to him later, and he goes, yeah, I ended up picking up a 3-inch thick piece, 16 inches wide, 12 foot long for $400. And I said, $400? I said, was it gold trimmed? And he told me no, it was dried and sanded. So instantly I got that idea in my head. So I've been sorting through, and anything like this is a heavy 2-inch. I'm going to clean up one side of that to where it's all evened out, and I'll take that one up to the garage. And so that's what I did Thursday. And then yesterday I spent the day running around. I got tires for the truck, needed them. I had lower ball joints going out in the truck. I got them. I'm going to probably do that tomorrow. And I'd moved the shitty tires to the back. Well, I can't even really drive up the hill without spinning out. So I got the tires supposed to show up here the next day or two. And then once we get those tires on, we're going to take a ride up north and go grab that Sawmill. So I've been in contact with them. There's a 48-inch blade comes with it. Just a minute ago he was sending me the pictures I asked for, so maybe I'll see if I can slip those in here at the end. But we're gonna go up and get that Sawmill, and yeah, be a nice one to set up. I like the gear drive setup on it, and he sent me a couple good pictures of that. So, you know, chime in and tell me what you guys think. I'm thinking, since this talking might get a little long, maybe I'll just make this a little video and then just do a Sawmill video tomorrow, because the boys want to earn some money, and I told them we need to get on fence boards. They sold the property next door to some family, so I want to get a fence up there in between the property before they get moved in there. Just, you know, we got the pool, and we've always planned to put a fence up on that side. Like, we didn't worry about either side, but as soon as somebody moved in that trailer on the little 1-acre lot there next to us, we put that fence up, just, you know, like our privacy. And then this side, Jeff was always there, but you know, he wasn't there. Like, he lived there, but he was barely ever there, so it wasn't a big deal. But, you know, they're going to be moving there, and they're going to have a small kid. With us having that pool out there, it's probably better off if we have that fence. Oh, and then let's see, what else? Oh, was going to buy a loader and ended up missing out on it. It was a Oliver 1956, I think it said. It looked like a heavier duty loader than that Ford loader I got over there. And had a flat tire, but it was a diesel. Had a video of it running. I lowballed and offered 15. Probably knew it was worth the 18 he was asking. I should have probably just said, hey, I'll come with the 18. But no, I sat around waiting for him to answer me on my lowball bid, and a few days later it said sold. So kind of a bummer. You know, I really wanted it. I should have just not been a cheapskate. But usually when somebody sells something in a marketplace, they put it up a few hundred extra, you know, so they got the barter room. So they still end up getting what they want. But, yep, kind of a bummer. So then that's what made me decide, well, you know what, since I was going to blow that money on there for that loader, I figured might as well just go and get that Sawmill instead. And David just smashed his truck up there, so he could use that extra money right now. And yeah, so I might be setting that one up instead of setting this one up, which I'm moving that in here right now. So I brought the mill, that other mill in here, the Altman Taylor Jr. And then I forgot to get Jason to help me the other day when I was with me, but I'm gonna probably roll that in here, the arbor, and set it on there and be able to throw a blade on it and get some pictures of it. And I'm probably gonna list this for sale. It's a nice old mill. You know, I was told it was a really zippy mill. I have everything to put it together, except for the trackways. And whoever was gonna buy it, I was just gonna offer them 8 6x6 beams so that they could build the trackways like how I do it. See, because my trackways are just laid down with holders, so there ain't no, the cross beam is the bottom there, and that's how it is all the way down. I mean, if these tracks were welded together, you'd have to have a hell of a loader to move them anyways. I want to say they're 1,000 pounds each or something like that. If I remember, it says the weight on them, if I remember right. But yeah, but anyways, so if anybody's interested in this old mill, that's the wheel. I'm going to put some blocks on it and set it up here. I just moved it over here yesterday. This weather's really been fighting me, trying to get anything done. But and then got the motor that was sitting there, the red diesel, out of here. Got the other edger out of here. I got all that overstuffed in the building. And then, here, let's mosey over here. I got the carriages. I started taking them apart. The one, because I cannot move the big Altman Taylor carriage around with the head blocks and everything on it. So these were just on wood yesterday, but I took the wood out from underneath it. I'm going to take that apart. That way it's a little lighter to move around and not as bulky, and set these pieces in the building. All that's wrong with this, the ratcheter, is that handle snapped off, which I have it. It's right here. It's just the wood that holds the metal handle. Anyways, and then there's the knees, and those head blocks are sliding head blocks, which is kind of cool. And then the carriages, the wood carriage here, the wheels are really tight on it. That steel carriage right here is gonna go on the American here pretty quick. The American's starting to get a little bit wore out, so it's just about time. I was gonna try to stick with the rack drive. I still might, and just put some extenders off from this, like how the wood is set up to extend out the rack drive. But if I go to cable, which I have the setup to do it, it came with another American mill, I would be able to cut longer pieces. See that I only have 30 foot of that rack drive, so it limits my length, my cut. But with a cable, I'd be able to use all of my track. So Okay, well, I'm gonna probably call it quits for the evening. You know, it's deer season right now here in Michigan. I think most of my neighbors, though, don't hunt anymore, and I'm not out there. And the new neighbor, he was hunting, but I ain't seen him there today at all, so I'm probably not bothering anybody. But yeah, this is just plucking away at these. So me and the boys will be doing some fence boards morning-ish. I'm gonna shoot for morning, but they're probably gonna want to stay up late tonight and sleep in the morning, so it'll probably be more noonish. We'll be working on the fence board, but that'll give me time to finish up these last few here. So, all right, everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll throw a few pictures in of the loader I was gonna try to get if I still got one, and some of that sawmill. All right, everyone, thanks for watching.